to the main body and showcases itself in the class. Please, Lisa. Charlie? Not vessel, Charlie. Please, we want to see more. The US group, we want to see more. Abuja, you are rocking. You are doing great. Abuja hosted me this year. You guys are doing well. But you can do better. Don't need to host the president. How many regions hosted me this year?
Lagos.
UK hosted me this year. Lagos. Abuja hosted me this year.
Lagos, you don't announce it.
So please, let's see more from our regions. We can do so much more. So much more. Let's not think through and say experiences. Let all our experiences be positive. Let's think through what's that thing that we can do together to build. Do not let any individual action spoil what we can do together as a whole. Not every apple is rotten. Remove it from the bunch and let's build new relationships and a team. Thank you very much. So right now I'm going to hand over. I'm going to hand over to the financial secretary. So our financial secretary is unavoidably physically absent, but Josephine will give a rundown of our financial position. Good afternoon.
This is a project account. So at the beginning of the year, sorry, I can start with this account. So for the gift account, our opening balance was 2,367,222.81. Total gifts paid 756,000. Bank charges 7,122.53 and
why you give me side of it?
so you want to know what 26,000 is about?
Oh, sorry, birthday token.
Okay, so that's a birthday token for that's 26,000, so that's for 13 people. And bank charge is 7,122.53 and the total balance as at end of June 3,090,100.28. So the just for that the figures in parentheses are debits. Then for the project account, our opening balance was 4,227,880. We had received 19 anniversary union contributions, totaling 2.542.83, and 15 payments for accommodation, 4,047,000 naira. Then we had 13 paternity registration fees, 650,000. Union expenses, 3,665,000. And we sent a good message on behalf of Captain Paul to contribute 30,000 naira. The charges, bank charges, 3,077.88. And the total balance at the end of June was 7,818 seconds. Thank you. Total number of financial members as such 2023, 44 members. And out of this 44, I actually had 2 that paid last year and carried over to this year. So this year, only 42 members.
Okay, so do you have any questions on that very quickly?
Yes, I do. Maybe a call. Well, my voice is loud.
No.
Okay, just an observation and perhaps a call for our class of like 3 members to do better. You know, say some of us do the year work. You pay yourself.
Point them out.
The people that spoke are the ones. As at the end of June, only 13 people registered for this event. This just says that in July, we had more than half of people present here pay their monies in July. So you're one of those that frustrated Emeka Femesi and his team in preparing this event. Let's do better. Punctuality is good. Let's do better.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. But let me make a bit of a correction on that, right? So as at June, we have 13 attendees pay registration fee here, but 19 people had contributed to the event, and those that contributed did not have to pay registration fee. So your registration, so we basically had 32 people that had paid up as at June 30th. Just to put that in perspective. But I thank you for that. But one of the things I want to say is 44 people paid up as financial members is totally discouraging.
Less than 25%.
Less than 25% of our membership.
I think the board committee, I'm just suggesting, I think we should board committee specifically.
I think it's a good idea. One day committee, and their goal is to reach out to members that have never paid and say, hey, how come you have to? I mean, they don't have to get on a WhatsApp message or whatever. They just need to take.
Doing that, maybe something that we could also look at is if we could put something like a benefit. If somebody pays dues, is entitled to this. Hold on. Can I go to the hot? What I'm saying that is a very simple thing to do. So if you say, for example, Informa is not here. So if you say, for example, if you pay dues this year, you're covered in terms of insurance, HMO, or whatever. But hold on now. There are different strategies that you want people to pay. The truth is this: you can't keep hitting a rock all the time the same way, and you think you still get a different result. The aim is to ensure that look, we bring as many people as what I get because we're doing it collectively. For me, I believe that's enough. That is, I've set up a committee. It is a committee. The committee could look at that and let's see how to bring more people to the place because collectively we're strong.
Okay, thank you very much. Or you want to expand on it? Okay, so thank you very much. And being a fiscal meeting, we have the power to do all that we want to do. And we have not had this discussion, but I would like to come to work in this capacity for us as leaders. Right? So, okay, thank you very much. We'll discuss modalities and we will work with you on this. God bless you. Thank you very much.
What are you speaking?
Okay, so so we're going to hear from our welfare chairman on how we have heard in 2023.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to say one or two things before I go into the welfare bit. We've spoken about, I know some people are saying, politician goes in Zanzibar.
It works.
So we know some of us are going to play, but today we said it. If whilst we are planning the next point that we are going to also pay for people that will pay, I mean, I'll pay soccer because we are not doing it.
Don't take about the approach.
Secondly, for the ladies, I like the way you've been speaking, right? I mean, there's something, your voice is soothing and everything, so I like it. But for the guys, as long as you don't live, as long as you live in Nigeria, don't speak for it. If Mekana is going to pronounce city, you say city is allowed to live in the US. For you, we don't want to speak. We know, so speak. For the guys, for the you ask who else? No, you pass. Please, let the guy get. So, on this note, I want to say thank you to the whole class. There's a saying in Yoruba language that says, meaning literally that when a child is grateful for the favors of yesterday, he's sure to receive another. The welfare department, the welfare committee, there are different modalities in which the department works. But there are some things that, I mean, we know times are difficult in the country. There are some issues that come up that we necessarily don't bring to the notice of the whole class, or the whole group, right? And times without number, we keep reaching out to certain individuals amongst us. So to those people and to the entire class, I want to say on behalf of the ESCO and on behalf of the class of Nigeria as a whole, to say a very big thank you for picking to our call every time we reach out to you. It's not easy. At times when we ask, even putting a figure on what we're asking for, sometimes they even exceed what we ask for. So we want to say thank you for always reaching out to the people that are in need. We've had at different times that we needed to call people to come to aid of some of our classmates, families, and all, and they never get tired. So those that we call upon on short notice to represent us at certain events, like our president said earlier on, I mean, everyone is busy, we all have our time, but they never say no. At short notice, we always see that at an event that we are duly represented. We want to say a very big thank you to you all. Thank you for fostering the unity. Thank you for being your brother's keeper. And I pray that God in His infinite mercy will keep prospering us in all that we do, and will not be tired. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much. We have heard from our welfare chairman. I want to put a couple of things in perspective, because you may imagine that he's saying that we have a set of people that we reach out to support. No. What usually happens is when we have a need and there's a call to support a classmate, we just reach out to a certain number. So we may reach out to 10 people and say, we need to do this within this time, and people respond. When another need comes up, we reach out to another set of people, so that if we don't have a burnout or people feeling that they're being stretched financially to support the team. If we have not reached out to you yet, and you know that you are willing to support us, it's not difficult. Please, just send us a message. I don't mind being reached out to. As much as possible, we try to make sure that it does not go more than once in a quarter or once in a half year. The request usually is not more than 20,000 naira. Usually, it's really not much. But if I have 10 people that give me 20,000 naira to support somebody, we do it and we move on. I've not reached out to you. Jesus. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. My Apple Cash is available to be reached out to. We have noted. Thank you very much. So at this point, we're going to take our committee report update. And who do we have at the moment? Where are we at? We are at a word from, where's my chairman? Hey. Chairman, do something. Okay, so while we wait for the chairman, I'll take a feedback. I'll give. Okay. Let's take. Okay. Before the chairman comes, we are right now getting an update from our reunion chairman, just to give us some words. So while we wait for him to take time, we'll take an update from my president's global alumni. A few words, just an update to talk about what's going on the global platform. My president.
Thank you, my president, for also recognizing my fellow president. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen in the class side. So, FGC Enugu on 19th of January 2023. And there are a couple of government colleges that turned 50. So if you know the history of government colleges, when Gowon established those schools. So before then, Warri is one school that's older than us. For other schools, Warri, Queen's College. For the other schools, Okigwe, Port Harcourt, Owerri, Benin, Maiduguri, Kaduna, they're all 50 this year. And it's a grand one. So it can be 52 times. And it's golden. And it's happening next week, 3rd to 6th of August in Enugu. I think there's been a lot of talk around security, this security that, but when I look at the global alumni and the caliber of people we have, you don't want to know the number of generals we have in the alumni. So one is here.
Okay.
So when we're trying to do all that, for the police, we have the Deputy Commissioner of Police who is class of 89. Just talk to his colleague. The next thing, somebody is calling me, and then we say they are in the school. Policeman, they came to do inspection, and the Oga sent them. I talked to Major General Uzo, class of 83, retired. He just went and delivered the letter to GOC, 82 Division, and they gave us full compliments. same for DSS. So we have an alumni that is in the DSS. In fact, the DSS director in Enugu, I hear went to FGC Kotepe, right? And they just gave us everything. So we are fully covered. So don't be scared. Right? It's a loaded program. And I'm happy that though we're not winning the set war, but we're, I think, fourth at the moment. So there's 95 ahead of us, there's 2,000, there's 977, and there is us. I think it's good. I don't think we've come fourth before. So it's a good thing. So I appreciate my president and my classmates. Yeah, so the keynote speaker is Senator Leah Limoke. So he's confirmed attendance, and he'll be there. I hope Senator McAfee will be there too. So both of them were in class of 77. And even Senator Leah Limoke, his wife, is class of 78. Right? So we need to be there. Covenant University VC is also class of 78. Yes. Professor Chinedum Bawala. Yeah. Right? Anyway, so just to read what is in stock for us. And I need us to be there. Good morning. There is always that point that you pull as the president when your classmates support. I know I've gotten a lot of support from Oge, President Oge. I've gotten a lot of support from Innocent, whether that's America, UK. I've gotten a lot of support from my own president, and I still need that support to continue. Our tenure actually expired in May this year. It's already 2 years. But during one of the AGMs last year, so there was a motion moved that we will continue until after the reunion. So election is in October. I don't plan to continue. Right, so I'm also looking to this house to produce the next president. And it's very possible. Yes. So the way I became president is still a mystery to me. And it was Azuko. Right? And this house nominated I represent the class when nominations came up. And I was nominated for vice president. And just like that, someone calls me and says, there is nobody that was nominated for president. That he's my junior. He cannot go for president. I should go for president, so he goes for vice president. That's how I became president. It is about challenge, it's been challenging. And I tell you, it's not easy, but it's doable. If someone told me 2 years ago I can lead global alumni, I won't believe it. And you need to understand, I am class of 93. Some people, when they hear me, say, oh, what class are you? So when I got to Pioneer Set, I got to 78, and they give me a lot of respect, a lot. So when they hear me and say I'm class of 93, they'll be like, oh, really? But they still give me that. And I think this is the first time FGC Enugu has a president that is young. The last was 1990. That was the youngest before me. And I want it to continue. And we can do it. So we can even in this AGM nominate one person to be president from this class, yes. And it's something that also develops us as human beings. And it's a call to duty to develop leaders in our group. Like I said, we don't know the caliber of people we have that went through FGC. But when you read people's profiles, then you will understand that we are a great school. And that greatness should continue. And what we do here in this class inspires me a lot. And I do copy and paste for the national. So thank you for all you do. Looking forward for us to produce the next program.
Thank you very much, my president. So my chairman reunion committee is here to have a quick word from him.
Thank you, everybody. I don't know that we have much to update anymore. The whole committee was about making this
successful having everybody here. I guess maybe we shouldn't say success yet, but you join. You guys need to join. Thank you everyone that took our time to come. I think that's like the major number one thing. At some point we were scared that we wouldn't have up to 20 people show up. That's true. Every one of our team members were phenomenal. We actually adopted new members as we moved on. We realized the original committee number wasn't enough. We needed more people to help us out. So yeah, we just kept on calling people and saying, hey, please join the committee because we need your expertise here. And every single person that we reached out to came through. And even though some of our committee members weren't able to make it, just two of them, but they were also instrumental to everything that we did. As a matter of fact, one of them, specifically Uju, I need to mention that, was the one that opened up the floodgates of the nation. She was the first person that brought in the biggest hall to tomorrow. Yeah? Yeah. And the venue. She was the one that chose it. In fact, she was the one that convinced us to make this quiet. Yeah? She had been here. So even though she's not here, I still want to say thank you to her. And thank you to every one of you. You dug in deep into your bank account, pulled up money, still pulling up money till today. I'm hearing people are still helping out. Amazing. Thank you. Lee mentioned today that we gave a adage from his own part of the country, and there's a very similar one from Amigo, Ibo, Diki, and Cornet. When you praise a strong man or a strong woman for what she has done, she will do it again, or he will do it again. So thank you very much. That's really my update. Just thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. One of the things that we are at any other business, one of the things that I want us to do, you know, Nicole have said that we're going to have elections. The focus for 2024, what do we want to achieve as a class? If you recall, in 2018, for our 25th year, we focused on giving to Federal Government College. And we had agreed that in 2016, when we had our dry one, and then worked on getting our funds together and delivering that project in 2018. Then we decided after that project that we're going to look inwards and strengthen our relationship and build towards finding a way to support one another, right? By 2022, our focus was to deliver on the 30th reunion anniversary, which we have done. The question for the next ESCO and for the next 6 months, which I want to leave with every single one of us, we don't have the time to debate this today because we are not a complete group also. We'll go online to the class and take it on. What should our focus be for 2024? We'll take a decision on this at our Q4 AGM. I'd like to put that on the table. What would we like to work on and have the next ESCO deliver? Thank you very much. Open mind. So I also understand that we are hungry. So, quick AOB, any questions, any thoughts? And to be honest, you have 1 minute to put your thoughts together. 1 minute, please.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to the Reunion Committee on such an amazing outing, and also to the ESCO and the DOT. Pardon me, Madam President, I will do more than a minute. I know we're going to go for lunch and all that, for food. But I wanted to just continue to remind the class of the importance of being in what our global president said. We must be intentional about these positions. It doesn't just happen. We must try to be in these places of influence. We should try and see how we can get someone nominated and work towards the person, even if we don't get a president, but as vice president. We shouldn't wish for it, we should act towards it. The class of 93 must continue to remain relevant and powerful. One thing I can say, I used to say, don't accept the other day, what makes me think I think we're one of the best, and it was actually some of the past other, like the actors said, we're not the best because we have people that have money or pay for reunions and all that. We are one of the best classes because of what we do for ourselves, what we have said here, being able to be there for ourselves. And we must continue to look towards that. I also continue to ask us to be beyond the class presidency and all that. Please, our men and our women, let's continue to be community influencers. We have our Akukalia here, we have our Uchi Mereze, we have my husband, Namgweni himself, we have our Commodore. I keep forgetting your own. We also have some of our people that are knights. Please, we must remain influential in these positions. Let us not belittle them. Let us keep working towards that community influencers. The other thing to put is, let's not, part of the strength of our class is the reality that is facing us. I don't know if every other person is looking at Nigeria or the global economy the way it is. If we come for this reunion and we do not integrate the support we can give to each other, economically and otherwise, I would say we have not done well. Please, this issue of fuel subsidy and the financial or the fiscal policies, I don't know how that's affecting a lot of us. And my president mentioned how we support ourselves and prior to this time. My president, this support will be needed even more going forward. The reality is that tough times economically, and we must find ways to be and to help ourselves, proactive ways. I don't know, instead of wait for people to come to us and practically beg us for things like house rent, school fees, let's also put the committee through for this current situation. What can we do? And I know we keep doing those things, but if not, they will keep coming to whichever ESCO. And people that were not thinking before will come for food. It is a reality. Healthcare. So I don't know what any other person. I will continue to say this. I personally and myself, my husband and I, we may not be able to solve or do a lot of things that we want to do for people. But I've said it before that please, what I can do is for your children. Any one of you that you have children, youth service, internship, please reach out. The little that you can do. Internship, youth service, fresh graduates, reach out. That we can keep doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President Emeritus. My Commodore, sir.
Thank you very much. Just in continuation to what Luke was saying, I would like to ask each and every one of us first a question. I know a lot of people are aspiring. At least I know somebody that was going to be the governor of Enugu State going to come from this class. Yes. So while we have all that in perspective, it will be necessary that we ask ourselves, what is this class organization? Where are they registered as a company? Is it not so? Good.
As an entity.
An entity.
It's an association with CAC.
No, wait, with CAC?
Yes.
With CAC as an entity.
Yes.
Now,
Incorporated trustees, yes.
Huh?
Incorporated trustees.
Incorporated trustees. So we don't do business. No. Okay, so we don't pay tax.
It's a non-profit. Registered as a company.
No,
we don't pay tax.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was where I was going to. Because I wanted to know, what is our, I've been hearing each time about our financial statement. We don't talk about whether we have any commitment to the government. Because that could come later on.
We do.
Okay.
Good.
Good. That's always a problem. Even if you don't pay tax, you must file an annual returns. We have not been doing such. And no, it wasn't. It's not good. We haven't done that. Okay, we've done that. Thank you very much. Bravo. So based on that, for those of us, because I know a lot of people are involved that are going to become the governor of different places and are senators to be. Please continue. You don't have any problem coming from this. Now going back to the second thing I wanted to point out. Yes, quite all right. We've been supporting each other on small issues here and there, welfare issues. But the issue there is that we have not taken time to actually look inwards and see whether we have people that need support that are not crying out. No. Yes, I think there are plenty. So now should be our focus.
Thank you very much. So I'm not sure I want to debate that comment, but severally and I repeat severally, and it remains our class mantra. If you have a need, you need to speak up. I'm not sure I would support going into your bedroom to ask you if you have a need. So please, as a class, speak up when you have a need. Thank you. Okay, please. My president.
Following up on what Abuchi said, what we need to do as well, just as human beings and individuals, once in a while, you go through the list. If it's somebody you haven't even seen or spoken to in 30 years, and just say hello. Sometimes that's more than a cash gift, because I know it's worked for me. When I was in 1993 set, and I didn't speak to more than half of our classmates. I knew everyone by face. But if you are all honest, there's so many people here I never spoke to. Yeah, it's very distant. But then, you know, just show you that you care, that concern. Something is put on the chart. Go back to that person and just say, hello, are you really okay? That does a lot. That does a lot, especially in this economy. And, you know, it's not always about, and then that person tends to start opening up. A lot of people are really suffering. We don't know. They can't approach. There's a big gap then. But if we can't, oh, I didn't see you, where were you? What's the problem? Oh, hello, how are you? It goes a long way because people are scared to go type. They say, oh, if they write, nobody even know they said anything. So you understand? And then something I was going to bring up was about the birthday celebrations and all that. Do we have a database? It says something. I think it needs to be updated because people get offended or feel they're not loved or feel we're picky or feel, oh, we only remember our friends, and they really don't know how people know that it's their birthdays. And then something else, at some point today, can we recognize our classmates that are not here today? Just 1 minute. Okay, okay, no, sorry. And then the staff. Okay, I'm just saying what's in my mind.
Okay, thank you very much. My welfare chairman is not here, and the general secretary. So remember, one of the things I have said is, remember that this work is also, to be honest, voluntary. We have pushed for time. We have shared, maybe we have not pushed it consistently, but we are also adults, and it gets frustrating when you're asking people for information and they don't give it to you. We have put that information out there to try to gather the information on birthdays so that we can have a list that the secretary can pull from or the welfare team can pull from to celebrate people. This has been a major ask for me. Uche knows. In fact, he is very lucky he's not here. Because I have said, I can't push it. The office that owns that responsibility should push it. So, and that's one of the things I have said about when you take an office. It's our call to responsibility. Let's push it. Today, and I apologize to all those who feel that their birthdays were missed or ignored. It was not done on purpose. We do not and are yet to effectively manage that space. I commit to ensuring that in the next quarter, we will effectively manage it and it will have a seamless process going forward. Thank you.
Can I say something? Solve the problem. Sorry.
Okay. No, your hand was not. Neka was. Is it related to birthday? To this particular comment, or you should finish on it? Okay,
So let's just talk to this birthday, just to get the list quickly. So let's do it this way. Talk to the regional team. So the UK guys, all the people in the UK get the birthdays. Abuja get the birthdays. Port Harcourt get Lagos, get somebody get the birthdays. Get some birthdays. Just close them.
My challenge is that I have some people that are not in regions.
I have to know.
Is it on the same birthday?
Yes.
No, not everybody's in the region.
No, we did that ages ago.
Not everybody's in the region.
If you're in Australia, which region is it?
They added Australia to UK.
Some people who refuse to join the region. Forget it.
I hope my comment would come out.
It's on birthday.
It's on birthday, please. To be honest, this birthday thing is ideally a collective thing. It shouldn't be one person's job. Now, who no. If you've not been in office before and you're told to be responsible for people's birthdays, it is very possible that you will forget to announce somebody's birthday, and then you will now see the wrath of the whole class or that person on your head. So even if the birthday list was collated and it's given to an Uchi, for example, or welfare to say you are the one supposed to celebrate, there are times that balls will drop. All of us should help ourselves now. Join Facebook. Facebook reminds me of most people's birthdays here. And that's why sometimes you find myself or Ogi or a dear announcing somebody's. It's not because I know your birthday, but because I follow you on Facebook. I've seen it. Then the people that I'm close to, I have your birthday saved on my phone or your contact. So I think we should help ourselves, to be honest. And I also think, forgive me, that it's actually, we should also be thinking about certain things on our reaction to things. Is witchcraft that you think that we should celebrate your birthday or we remember your birthday, but you haven't even placed it in any platform, or you wouldn't even see you come into the group and celebrate other people's birthdays. Forgive me, I'm just speaking the truth at this. Thank you.
Thank you. We would like to acknowledge those of our classmates that are online on the Zoom link. Some people have said that, don't worry, your t-shirt will get to you. We look very pretty, right? But it's XXL, you know yourself. Just to make sure that you don't wear it properly. Okay, so Neka has a comment. There was a comment on the Zoom that had to do, and Chinonye, we hear you. Chinonye had said earlier when we're talking about the benefits of paying dues. She had said, look, if we're able to put some kind of savings initiative or some gain to it, people may be more inclined. Which is what Bamidele also said, and which we have ended up to say, okay, Ondu and I will discuss that and come up with some way to think about that. So we also have a comment on the birthday thing that says, look, guys, there's a comment on the birthday thing that says, guys, let's also be own ourselves. If they do not celebrate your birthday, can you celebrate yourself? I don't understand. It is my birthday, I celebrate me. We will wake up with you. Thank you very much. Next, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I think first and foremost on this birthday issue, we have to realize that we are a group. No, wait, I'm not supporting you. We are a group. So for me, it doesn't augur well that some people's birthdays are probably celebrated for 3 days, and then some people's birthdays are entirely forgotten. So like Bamidele said, there must be a process in place, whichever way, to remember everybody's birthday and celebrate each member as should be celebrated. So this issue of the group being cliquey or whatever, I know I had a brief conversation with Asuka, I think the day we arrived. And I told her, we're over 200 in our WhatsApp group. I'm saying all these things because I believe AGM we should be able to have very frank conversations. I don't want being in a kind of group where serious issues come up and the people don't air their actual opinions and they go behind to complain. This thing cuts across, you know, there's a lot of comments I want to make. It cuts across the dues. It cuts across independence and appointed committees. So like I was saying, there has to be a process in place whereby every member's birthday is remembered and celebrated as it should be. And then secondly, we are 200 members, over 200 members in the group, and I think we have just about 20% actively participating in chat group conversations. This isn't good enough. People are having challenges. The chat looks like, it looks cliquey. It looks cliquey, to be honest. And it's not everybody is, I will use the word strong enough, but who is independent enough to just come in and make their opinions and leave the chat room. People look at the chat and they feel, you know, there seems to be some sort of family, probably in the Lagos branch. You know, they should join the family, but you should make them feel welcome as well. There are people who make comments and feel maybe their comments are not responded to. I know we are adults, but I found out from operating in this group that people are diverse. They are totally different. One person is not going to behave like the other. So what I'm trying to say is whatever we are doing, let us look at this group as what it is, a collective, and try and carry people along as much as possible, whether they are our close friends or not. And then to the newly appointed committee, okay, the dues, okay, it's not official yet. Okay, but this is going forward, for any, it's just an observation, going forward for any teams or committees that are appointed, please, we have to allow those teams and committees to operate independently. They are appointed for a reason. Going to, okay, sorry, I'll have to take you guys back now, maybe to the reunion, wherein we've gotten a lot of feedbacks informally. So I would advise, if you appoint a committee, it's an independent committee. Kindly let those committees be allowed to function.
make their own independent assessments, make their own independent recommendations. I feel this will take the class to greater heights. And then on the dues, very quickly, we have to look at the actual challenges with these dues. The prevalent feedback is that the amount is too high in comparison with the benefits that accrue from being a financial member. So I'm buying into what Bamidele said earlier. We have to devise new strategies. Even if we want to retain this 18,000 naira dues, we have to widen the scope of benefits that come with it, or actually look more intensively into a review. Because it doesn't make sense that year in, year out, we're having a commitment from people that is less than we should have. So let's critically look at these dues. People have called me to say it is too high, and then for me personally, there are times I feel, what do I really get? I mean, this is just 2,000 naira recharge card that I can do for myself on a regular day. So let's look at it more critically. Those are my comments.
Thank you. Thank you very much. One comment online. If we Okoye, let's hear you. Can you hear us? Can you speak? To talk about things, to sit down here and brainstorm, and we need to end this meeting. Having said that, I'd like to call on NECA to give a vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, Class President, for this honor. I want to start by thanking the Chairman DOT, Katas, Chikata Ibuchi, and other BOT members for actually sort of chaperoning this class and championing the cause of this class. You've all been very committed to our class of 93, and we cannot thank you enough for your selflessness. I will also mention our class president and the entire ESCO for all that they are doing. Like I said, this work they are doing is not easy. I have been there before, and I almost jumped, So they are really doing a lot for this class, and we appreciate them. I also want to appreciate the reunion team. Emeka, I've been here for just 3 days, but I have heard so much. I've heard so much about what you have done, how you've made this reunion possible, and I know I'm speaking for all of us, giving you all the accolades for making this possible. You don't know what you have done. I think this is the first reunion I'm attending, and I told you, Mama, anywhere they are taking this reunion, you are there. I'll be there. Just give us enough notice. Let's start, Zanzibar, Rwanda, wherever. This is an unforgettable. An unforgettable experience. And I want to thank our class members that are here virtually. They've been such support during this reunion. With all their comments, all their love. We love you guys virtually. And I want to thank my classmates. I mean, the class of 93 people are the very best. Each and every one of you. I know at times, for some of us, we don't really get to interact personally. But I saw some people in this reunion I've not seen for a long time, and it didn't feel like I had just seen them. Somebody like Innocent, I just felt, I felt I see Innocent every other day. Dajex is my twin. We had a few, we had some real conversations earlier, so this is a family. And I want us to grow stronger and stronger. Like you mentioned, we fight, but we must make up, we must move on, and we must further ahead to be a stronger class. Thank you, and I hope we enjoy the rest of today, and that we keep this class running.
If you have not listened to but let's hear you. So who wants to say your
what I wanted to say, I actually aligned with Bamba. Like Suki said, Nigeria is not what it used to be. So expecting someone to today to take 18,000 and then pay the place is very close. Other might be tough. So,
but then 2 minutes.
She's using that. We can hear you.
We can hear you. Go on.
It was perfect. On the birthday cake, I'm very aware that they pass around the cabbage request. And many of us feel it, and some of us didn't feel it. And if really we say the brothers and sisters united in one love, I think that sometimes, because the person has just for my birthday, nobody remembers.
Many potentials we have. We go to serve the nation. Boys and girls in unity serve for freedom through education. Guide, oh Lord, our noble cause. Our teachers the truth to know. In love and honesty to grow. From unity, she